You gonna send me the link to send to him?
Yeah. The show will be starting soon. What up?
What up?
So we back, guys. We've been gone for a minute. Well, we've been posting videos. Y'all the ones who've been gone because we've been posting. We haven't been live in a minute, obviously, because we've been trying to get it. Y'all seen what we've been doing, the interviews.
We're out here grinding.
Right. Boots on the ground, grinding. But we had to come back on live to rock with you guys. First of all, make sure you sub up.
Dylan Matthews, point blank period, is right there at the bottom of your screen. Only one T. Sub up.
One T. There is an S. But guys, there's so much breaking news right now, guys. Breaking. Trade deadline. First, Yannick, you just went to the Vikings.
What happened?
Now he's going to the Baltimore Ravens. What's up?
You wasn't rocking with them? They wasn't rocking with you? A little bit of both. What's going on, Yannick? Come on, man. You just got there. Did you even find a house yet?
Right.
Did you even really move to Minnesota? Was you still in Jacksonville?
But I honestly respect Yannick because that's a man who know what he want. He getting what he want. He wasn't rocking with Jacksonville, and he found a new home instantly. He wasn't rocking with the Vikings, and he found a new home instantly with the Baltimore Ravens.
He said, "I'm out of there." Period.
So does Yannick to the Baltimore Ravens? What does that mean for the Baltimore Ravens? We already know they were a playoff contender. Well, not a playoff contender. We already knew they were going to make it to the playoffs. What does that mean for their Super Bowl hopes? Does Yannick adding that extra pressure on defense solidify them a ticket? What's up, D Money? One of my new subscribers, D Money. Well up. D Money said, which receiver would you release when Jalen Reagor comes back?
That's a toughie.
That's a tough question. And I think the biggest thing for me is I'm just upset that I was just talking to my mom about this yesterday. Deshaun Jackson. We love him, but he's never, ever healthy for us, guys. And in the beginning during the offseason, when we saw Marquise Goodwin opt out for us, we should have made a move for a playmaking receiver right there during the offseason, because we knew that Deshaun Jackson and Alshon was never going to be healthy at the same time. And now they're both not healthy. And then losing Marquise, who was supposed to, we got to be, I know he's not a star, but we got him to be a playmaker for us. We knew once Marquise opted out, guys, we should have been made a move at wide receiver before the season even started. Deshaun is never healthy. Alshon is never healthy. Nope. Why did we think we should have been made a move at wide receiver? Yes, we picked a receiver in the first round of the draft, but we had to get some veteran pieces, guys. I love Travis. I love what he's doing. Mad props to him. But at the end of the day, he's still a young player, and we don't know exactly what he can do yet. What's up, Ready Red? Don't be in here trolling, okay? I'm pretty sure what y'all play. I'm pretty sure they play the Washington football team. What's up, Ready Red? He had a lot to say, Dylan, after the Falcons lost to the Cowboys.
Everybody did.
We need a gadget player. That's a fact. And what's up?
Yeah. What up, though?
What's going on?
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's going on? I'm Rick. Just graduated from Valdosta State. I just work for their football team down there. Of course, waiting for sports stuff to open back up, of course. But I'm a diehard Atlanta fan.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I'm my boy Matt over here.
Yes, sir.
Respect for Philly.
We got respect for y'all too.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
So we're in here talking about the breaking news that's going on, guys. First of all, Yannick passed through Minnesota to Baltimore. Dez Bryant probably about to get signed by the Ravens as well. The Ravens making 2 moves before, the deadline. Obviously, Antonio Brown talks are back on because, Antonio Brown's sentence or whatever, his timeout is almost up, guys. Week 8 is approaching. Also, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, are they going to stay in Atlanta Falcons? That's a question there. And it was one more. Did I say anything? Oh, just the trade deadline in general. Like, it's so many moves that can still be made. But let me go through these comments real quick. We need a gadget player. What's up, Fireman? 2531. Yes, we do need a gadget player. And I said we need to start using Greg Ward as a gadget player. Y'all want to make Jalen Hurst our gadget player. That's not our guy. Jalen Hurst is a quarterback. We can use Greg Ward as a gadget player. Greg Ward has quarterback, he has running back, and he has wide receiver experience. Make him the gadget. Not that Alabama boy y'all trying to keep on the bench. The medical staff needs to be fired. Fireman said about Dowson State. Congrats, bro.
Appreciate it, Fireman.
Okay, we about to ask some questions. What's up, Jersey boy? He said Yannick always wanted to be in Baltimore. He said I didn't even say anything. Yes, you did. You came back in my comments and said Dylan pissed. Okay, so let's talk about Dez Bryant. We all know Dez has been begging for a job for the longest. So I'm just happy with him.
Yeah, I'm happy for Dez too. He finally gonna get that chance to show everybody that he's not washed. And he's a good piece for the Ravens. He doesn't have to go out there and be the number one guy. He can just go out there and do what he's capable of doing. He's gonna have to be game plan for. He's not just gonna go out there and defense aren't gonna worry about him. Dez Bryant is still gonna show that he's gonna be a problem. So with Hollywood Brown, they still got obviously Andrews and Willie is out there as well. So they got a good little core of receivers and talent out there on offense. And you obviously got Mark Ingram, you got J.K. Dobbins. So that's kind of the finishing piece adding Dez Bryant.
What you think, Rick?
Yeah, I think, well, to the addition of Dez Bryant to the Ravens, I think that would give more experience to Hollywood Brown and Willie Snead, if anything. Also, it's a decoy. You're not just going to put a Pro Bowl wide receiver out there to not play. He's going to get his look, especially since Lamar Jackson's not exactly having the best pass numbers as he did a year ago. But he himself is still putting in work. But like you said, I feel like when he was with the Saints and he tried out for them, I think he was trying too hard. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he was trying to go down to New Orleans and be that number one. No, sir. Michael Thomas is that again. You're not going to beat Michael Thomas for that. He's earned that spot. But, yeah, I think it would still be a great fit for Dez Bryant to be in the Ravens. Of course, I'm an advocate for AB going there just because the Hollywood Brown, Antonio Brown, that's you know what I'm saying? That's
trying to restart the Killer Bees.
Right, you trying to restart the Killer Bees?
Yeah. Okay,
great take. What's up? He said, if we don't at least go for Dez, there's a big problem. We just reconstructed Lane Johnson's contract or somebody's contract. How we don't drop the ball. The Bull Philly, I'm with you, bro, but we need to. I think we should have made a move for Allen Robinson. Y'all wasn't rocking with me because y'all never listened to me. But the Bull, Dez, we don't need another old man. We got plenty of old man receivers right now. So we can let them have Dez. You said what, Rick?
Y'all got old man Alshon still trying.
Right, and we got old busted bag of bones Deshaun too.
And old man Alshon too.
Yeah, he just said Alshon. But yes, I don't think we need to get Dez. So who is calling me? Sorry, y'all. I had so many spam calls. Hurst is our QB1. Rick, we need a fresh take. What's your take on Jalen Hurst, Carson, that whole situation?
Look, they just might as well go ahead, scrap it, trade Carson. And that's me ripping off the Band-Aid. Like, for real. He's not playing, and it's not even to the ability of his wide receivers. He's just not playing right. It's just bad decision-making on his part.
Yeah.
So I feel like for the Eagles franchise, you already drafted Jalen Hurts. Might as well use him. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to Simone about this earlier. You could possibly easily trade Carson Wentz to the Jets. They're rebuilding anyway. You just signed.
Carson and Zach Ertz.
And they already talking about getting rid of Sam Darnold too for Trevor Lawrence.
Exactly. So if they can somehow finesse a trade for Carson Wentz for that pick, they're probably not going to get that pick. They might get like a second round because they tank it. They tank Trevor.
Okay, so you watch a lot of college football, Rick. The biggest thing I hear from our family spit down the middle. We got the Jalen lovers, we got the Carson lovers. You watch a lot of college football. What do you see in Jalen Hurts' ability? Because the haters say Jalen got benched for a freshman. Just give me your take on Jalen, what you think his potential is in the NFL.
Well, back when he was playing with Alabama, they used him more of a dual threat quarterback, and once they got in Tua is not exactly the dual threat that people saw him as at Alabama. You know what I'm saying? He's still petite, he's still small, he can still get in and out those spaces. But at the same time, when he went to Oklahoma and he started throwing the ball more, people saw that, hey, we can use him as a mechanic quarterback. And I would compare Jalen Hurts to like a Jared Goff. He's not like a Pro Bowl quarterback, but he can manage. I could see his potential getting to like Ryan Tannehill, where he was down in Miami. It didn't exactly work out, but I feel like he can do more for Peterson than Carson Wentz could do, because Carson Wentz I don't think Carson Wentz knows what he wants to do. So, you might as well get the ball rolling. Have Jalen Hurts. He can be a dual threat if you need him to be. You know what I'm saying? So give him a chance, and because that's exactly what he did when he was with Oklahoma. Give him a chance, and he'll show you that he can progress.
For sure. So we got a new take in here. Alligator Feed 11 said, "What team do you think AJ Green would be traded to?"
None. He's not going nowhere. He already said that he wants to work things out with Cincinnati and all that. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean he's not going anywhere, but I would be surprised if he did. He already said, he just has to play better and he wants to stay in Cincinnati, all that good stuff. So as far as this trade deadline, I don't see him going anywhere. Maybe, I don't know when his contract is up. I don't know what his contract status is. If he's like a free agent at the end of the year, maybe he moves on then. But I don't necessarily see anything happen for him this season. And if it does, he hasn't really put up any numbers. He hasn't really been healthy. There's probably not even that big of a market for him.
Agreed, Rick?
Yeah, like you said, he hasn't been exactly healthy. So no, I can't see anyone picking up a half healthy wide receiver.
Oh man.
Yeah. Unless he's okay with getting like a 5th, 6th round pick for AJ Green, which a former 1st round pick and Pro Bowl, all first team, all NFL type player, then it's just kind of a waste. You might as well just keep it.
So Jay Green said Baltimore is also interested in AB still. Y'all know I'm interested in AB as well. Okay, let me tell you why, please. First of all, our locker room is already in shambles. Okay, it's already in shambles. Coaching staff mad at each other, players mad, everybody pissed. Okay, everybody's on the chopping block. So we already looking questionable. We need a sure hand. Carson Wentz needs a sure hand out there. And one thing AB is a sure hand. Right. Does AB bring issues? They already don't like Carson Wentz in the locker room. I'm not saying they're justified, but he had beef with Alshon Jeffrey. Let's not forget that. The offensive coordinator, everybody had to come out on Carson's defense. So I'm just saying, it's already personality stuff going on. Zach Ertz don't want to catch no more. What's the problem? Bring AB. To Philly. They don't need him in Baltimore.
My thing about AB to Philly is, like you said, he can't create any more locker room issues. They already got him.
He can't create.
You can't go from 100 to 101. That's not happening. So you might as well, and he's gonna be the healthiest thing that they have out there. He's gonna be a top target.
And he's gonna catch whatever you throw at him.
What'd you say?
He gonna catch whatever.
Oh, everything. It doesn't matter. But like I said, if they want to be better with AB, they got to use Jalen.
Well, Jay Green said Willie Snead and Mark Ingram aren't good anymore. Dez will only play for y'all to get back at Jerry Jones. We don't want Dez ready red. Y'all can keep this. A Dallas fan. Y'all can keep Dez. Y'all didn't even do right by that brother. Y'all should have did Dez like these other teams, like we doing Deshaun, like just keeping him for the love of that was our player. We love and respect him, like we did Darren Sproles. Y'all did Dez dirty, okay? Y'all could have gave him a little. Well, Dez did want a lot of money. I keep forgetting. Y'all could have let him still hire a Cowboy. Come on now.
They did Dez like
want to be a star. Eagles need Allen Robinson. Jay Green, I wish more people would listen to me like you because I said it 1,000,000,001 times, but they don't want to listen. We need a linebacker or offensive line help. Dez is washed. Yannick going to the Ravens is scary. That Baltimore defense will be a problem. Not touching AB, too many issues. Yes, Jersey boy, I 1,100% agree that we need a linebacker and offensive line help. But at this point, who are we going to get? That's the thing. I said Avery Williamson is the only linebacker I know right now that wants out of his team. I made a video on that. Not everybody was agreeing with me. Most people were. Offensive line, yes, we knew we needed that in March. Now it's nobody available. So at this point, the thing that we can get right now is a wide receiver. Yes, we need offensive line help, but that ship sailed away in March, April, May, June, July, where we were letting all these guys pass up and buy us. Fireman said, real talk. You know, that's all we speak is real talk.
That's all we do.
Straight fit.
He said, Hurts is fast and fresh. Carson,
Exactly. I like Fireman.
Right, Fireman. Where have you been? Like, Fireman, we need your energy. He said Carson got all those garbage times against Baltimore. If we put in Hurst, we'll look just like the Dolphins. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Jalen Hurst is a leader. Jalen Hurst is a Dak to me, but a better athlete. He not Dak, not that.
I like to speak about Hurts and the Dolphins. First of all, Ryan Fitzpatrick is having the best year of his career.
And he still got benched.
So I don't know what he meant. He has a 70% completion, and he still got benched.
Right, and that's a team that know what they want, okay? If it's one thing about the Dolphins, at least they know what they want. Yeah. You know what I mean? We don't know what we want. Jalen Hurst is a leader. Jalen Hurst is a Dak. He not Dak. People can't get over Carson because he looks the part. Good point. You know they don't like black QBs in this league, Jay Green. You know they don't like that.
Okay.
He said, facts, AB can't hurt. AB chasing a ring. That's a fact. AB is chasing a ring. Will he even want to come to Philly?
I ain't even mad at AB for chasing a ring.
And they can get a ring in Philly because the division, the most wins is 2?
Yeah, 2-4, right? 2-4 is in the first place.
Have some respect. Okay, so guys, next question. Julio Jones and Matt Ryan. What is going on there? Is Matt Ryan, are they going to finish their season out as Falcons?
Yeah, they ain't bro. They ain't going
They go finish their season off as Falcons. But I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Ryan would shift like as soon as the season ended. But Julio, I think Julio has a better chance of staying just because of who he is. It's Julio. You're not gonna get rid of him. Like if he had a whole bunch of injury issues and didn't still get like 1,200 yards a season, I think he would definitely get shocked. But I could see more of them trading Matt Ryan to like a Giants or maybe a Washington, something like that. But maybe the Colts.
Oh yeah, the Colts, because Philip is on a 1-year deal. Philip is on a 1-year deal, and he hasn't been playing that well. But I think personally, as far as Matt Ryan and Julio Jones go, to Rick's point, I don't think Julio Jones is going anywhere. I can see Matt Ryan going at the end of the season, but not this season, strictly because they've already made their changes. They got rid of the GM and coaches we already know. So I think they're just gonna see how this season goes. If Matt Ryan and Julio Jones and the rest of that Falcons team shoot together, say they finish like 9-7, I think they'll rock with Matt and Julio. I think they'll just kind of see out their contracts and then make that big rebuild towards the end. But if they finish off the season maybe 6-10, 5-11, what happens, something under 500 or something subpar, then I think that's when we can see Matt Ryan, looking for potential trades because we're not going to cut him, we're not going to release him. And he's under contract, and we won't cut him or release him because that dead cap hit is just too severe. The Falcons would be utterly the dumbest franchise in the history of franchise, in the history of NFL, if they did that because of that dead cap hit. So you're either going to keep him or you're going to trade him. And I don't think those decisions will come to the end of the season.
Like Jay Green said about his cap, we owe Matt Ryan $32 million. We can pay him.
Oh, exactly. And then I think, and Rick, to correct me if I'm wrong, I think next year we get into the range where we owe him like $40 million a year, right?
Yeah, that's if he accepts that player option.
Yeah, which he would. I don't see why he wouldn't. He older. He not going to decline.
Someone said, "I have an option to play for $40 million." I'll option that $40 million.
Go ahead and throw me the $40 million.
Go ahead and shout out your YouTube before I bring up something there.
Oh, go ahead and follow Dylan Matthews. It's easy. DYLANMAT. Only one T. HEWS. Dylan Matthews is easy as that. Look that up and go ahead and subscribe to the boy.
Go ahead, Rick. What you got to plug?
Follow my Instagram, Rick_2slick. That's where I buy that.
Okay, so Sauce Sensei Master Drip Lord said only division in sports where every team got a championship. That's right. Put some respect on the NFC East. Stop playing with us.
What has the NFC's done for us lately?
Okay.
What has America?
Iron Man said Eric Kendrick would be nice for us. What do y'all think about that?
Is he available?
Yeah, that's
Is he a free agent?
That's my big thing. I guess he's saying before the trade deadline.
Is he on the roster? Oh, wait. Eric Kendrick, is that the one who's on the Vikings? I always get them mixed up.
Yeah, they're saying we should just go after the Vikings.
I feel like the Vikings are dumping everybody as possible. I think
I need to do a video on that. Go ahead, Rick.
They're trying to really tank for Trevor because I think they're tired of Kirk Cousins. They got rid of their whole defense in the offseason, and they're still getting rid of them with the trade with Yannick. So I think they're in more of a rebuild phase than the Jets, to be honest. They just luckily won one game.
Yeah, I think the last straw that broke the camel's back for the Minnesota Vikings was that Falcons game. Honestly, I think we broke them. I think we finally showed that Kirk Cousins really ish after throwing the 3 interceptions, and we really showed the world that without Dalvin Cook, the Vikings not really much. Dalvin Cook is that team, at least on offense. Defense, is whatever. But now I think they showed that, okay, this is not a winning formula. This quarterback obviously is not our answer. He's not our guy. If, our running back isn't healthy, then we aren't really going to go anywhere. Running backs don't last that long anymore, and Dalvin Cook has already had some injuries. So they showed, okay, we gotta go back to the drawing board. We got to redo this thing.
Big facts. And how? Listen, my dad, he a Washington football team fan by trade, guys. He's from Landover, Maryland. He grew up a mile from the stadium. Don't get on me. I'm still an Eagle, okay? Guys, Kirk Cousins broke his heart every morning, man. All I heard from that man is bum, man. How we got this bum? How does Kirk Cousins maintain a starting spot? Not only maintain a spot, but maintain that. How does he get paid for? Like, Kirk is the biggest scammer.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the word.
Who is the best wide receiver in the NFL this season? So far we got, I already know who y'all gonna say. So far we got CeeDee Lamb.
Rick might not say Julio.
DK Metcalf and DK Metcalf. Anybody new to the table? DK Metcalf is just doing things.
DK Metcalf been raw this whole entire season. I can't hate on the boy. He been going off.
Look, and the Seahawks have the audacity to be talking about DK Metcalf and then getting AB and then get can't remember buddy's name. Who's the wide receiver that went to the Cleveland Browns and then he went to the Patriots, failed all those drug tests?
Josh Gordon.
Josh
Gordon. And they talk about he's coming back too?
Right. My thing about the Seahawks, I feel like they go after the wrong stuff. They need to go after pieces on defense. They got offense. They scored about 40 points a game already.
But they don't have, after Jamal Adams, do they have anything left to give?
That's true.
Like I said to Dylan, they have to give up that 12th man.
Yeah.
They really got after once they gave up everything for Jamal Adams.
Because how did they not get Yannick? Like, they need that pressure.
They got no pick.
They just need to find a way to get somebody because the Seahawks, I mean, it's a lot of teams I don't like, and so it's very few teams that I do like. And the Seahawks is one of the teams that I'm not mad to see succeed. So he said, do you think the Eagles made the wrong pick not taking Justin Jefferson? Jay Green, Any other year, any other team, I would have said, first pick wide receiver is so close. But the fact that we missed out on DK Metcalf for JJ yes, I think we should. How do you 10 people should have got fired for that? 10 people should have got fired. I don't care who it was. If they started firing concessions, people should have got fired. How are you a scout? Your job, you get paid on salary to be a professional scouter, and you think JJ Arcega has more potential, more talent than DK Metcalf. Once we realize we made that mistake at wide receiver, yes, we should have been extra careful this year, and we should have taken Justin Jefferson. It makes no sense why we didn't get a wide out. We needed a wide out, okay? Jalen Reagor, of course, has potential. Anybody could have got hurt. We can't predict that. He was still the first round talent.
And Jalen Reagor hasn't been bad while he's been in there, though.
He hasn't, but I'm saying that's not – at that snapshot in time during the draft, we didn't need we needed a wide out. We never really addressed Alshon Jeffrey,
right,
who's never hurt and never healthy. Justin Jefferson could have been a wide out option for us. We was doing so much. If we knew we would get this before Mark opted out and all that. We knew we had speedy guys and all of that. And I know Jalen is more versatile than that, but I was just stressing the fact that we needed a wide out. That's why I said we got Alshon. I don't know how Alshon maintains he must got some dirt, y'all, on the Eagles. That's the only reason that could explain it.
Has the locker room secrets. That's how he's
right.
Exactly. He got all the locker room tea.
Jersey Boy said, Dylan, facts on Ryan and Julio, play out the season and get what you can for them.
Feel that, Jersey Boy.
Fitzpatrick was benched because he was winning and running the Dolphins draft position.
That's a fact. That's a fact. They one game out of first place. They was like, nah, Ryan, you can't be doing all this winning. Get on ahead, go somewhere else with your winning ways.
Atlanta needs the Chiefs offensive coordinator and Justin Fields.
Ding, 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 Billy Green.
Right.
Ding, 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 ding.
Justin Fields is the key to the curse.
Exactly. You get Eric Bieniemy and Justin Fields, and get either like a guy like Louis Riddick or somebody like that as a GM. We back in business.
Y'all always plotting on something, boy.
Look.
And what are you doing over here? Look, y'all, we need to.
No, I'm not saying, this is the key. This is all we need to do. I'm saying I'm pissed at the past decisions. Y'all over here telling each other fairy tales. Yep, all we need is Justin Fields.
And you like, I still want AB. I still want this, that, third.
You're right. First of all, it's Dylan, Dylan, y'all.
What's my boy name?
Tell Dylan the NFC East has done more lately than those trash Falcons.
Listen. You talk about the trash Falcons, but we would be in second if we or tied for second, third, whatever. We would have a chance to win y'all's division if we were in y'all division. So what does that say about y'all division?
We'd be tied for second.
What?
We won at 5.
So y'all would be last place in our division.
Okay, but
and y'all already got a division L from the NFC.
saying, but everybody in that division. Besides one team, the Dallas Cowboys, has a win. So we'd be right there. We'd be a game out of first place is my point.
My thing is,
my whole entire point is we got one win and we'd be right there.
My thing is, okay, let's say at this moment you guys were in the NFC East. Mm-hmm. You were 1-5 with a division loss to the Cowboys. Is what I'm saying. Y'all wouldn't be winning the division.
I'm saying, but as far as numbers go, they only got 2 wins. So how much is that really? They don't hurt that much with all the season left to go.
The Dolphins have the Texans pick. They don't need to. LOL. Kirk Cousins plays just good enough to stay. Kirk Cousins is a businessman. I ain't gonna do that. All right, y'all. What y'all think about Calvin Ridley? He has been a monster this year.
Oh yeah, Calvin right there. As soon as he goes on, he wide receiver number 1. Period.
That's it. Like he doesn't have to do anything else. Like the first 3 games told me that.
Oh, and then he scored against the Vikings too, didn't he?
Yeah, everyone did.
Yeah, so that's true right there.
He just almost scored.
All right, exactly. So yeah, but yeah, Calvin Ridley has been. I said it from the jump. Calvin Ridley was gonna have a big year, and I mean,
you said everybody was gonna have a big year. You said y'all was going to the playoffs. Scouts are scared to take chances. So I totally agree, Jay Green, but that's why we played it safe and took best available, which is Justin Jefferson. We took a chance with JJ over DK. So this year we should have played it safe and just took
Would drafting DK been a chance? Was that a chance?
I'm saying no, they took a chance on JJ is what I'm saying. Whoever they thought JJ would, they took a chance on JJ thinking JJ was better than DK. So I'm saying this season we shouldn't have took no chances with Rager. We should have just been best available, best fit, got Justin Jefferson.
Look, I'm gonna tell you about JJ Arcega. They thought he's gonna be Alshon Jeffrey's 2.0. And that's exactly what he is. He gets hurt just as much. He catches just as many balls.
But look, at least Alshon, when he healthy, he at least do something. JJ don't be doing nothing. He fully healthy.
So I got a couple more. We need to address this right here. Make Atlanta have a black GM and QB in the blackest city in America is what the culture deserves. Plus, Fields is from Georgia.
I got to say nothing else to that. I got nothing.
That like period.
What do y'all think about Raheem?
Oh, Raheem. I mean, it depends on what Raheem does this season. I mean, he got off to a great start. And then listening to Dante Fowler Jr. said he making me feel uncomfortable in a good way. So I like that because I think Dan Quinn was honestly too nice. He didn't make the players being accountable for their own mistakes. He was all happy who was type of player. Now we need someone who can put their foot on these Falcons players' necks when they're not playing well. Put their foot on Isaiah Oliver neck, whoever else neck when they're not playing good enough. They can't just be like, oh, it's okay. We'll go there and get them next time. Oh, it's okay. We'll do this, that, and the third change. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. Nah, you gotta bench them guys to do something, give them some type of consequence, make them feel uncomfortable, make them mad so they can put that energy into the game. So I like Raheem getting him out of the comfort zone. It's just, he does have the interim tag, and he might not be the guy that, the Falcons higher-ups are looking for. But, I mean, if he tails out a good season, then, I don't think he's going to go 11-0. But, I mean, if he did, obviously, he might be a really good chance to get a job, even if he goes 10-1. Maybe, but it just kind of depends.
Great.
Yeah, I think, like Dylan said, they're off to a great start. First win of the season, so that's always something to be proud of as an organization and as your first head coaching job is to get that first win out your belt. But at the same time, the Minnesota game was a garbage game. Like I can't sugarcoat it. I can't guarantee you the whole defense is garbage. Kirk Cousins is garbage. So Dalvin's hurt. So we weren't even facing a team with their full potential.
That's bad.
But at the same time, the statement made, it's there's going to be a culture change. I don't know about black coach, black GM, and black quarterback. So one of those things is not going to be all black. Arthur Blank like us, but you know what I'm saying. He gonna still have that power.
Right.
Yeah, that's just what it is at the end of the day.
So y'all knew you wasn't gonna get off here without hearing this. This was directed at him saying they were on the NFC East. I'm not going to even break y'all heart too much. I'm going to keep it pushing. What it do? Philly the podcast. Shout out to Philly the podcast. Make sure y'all go check him out. Keep it real, y'all. And I appreciate that about Philly. We will have to collaborate again because I like the stuff that he spit. And he keep it funny. He keep it cute. Dan Quinn is too loyal to his team. You can't run cover 3 and cover 1 all game with a pass rush.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah. Like Dylan said, Dan Quinn just wasn't hard enough on people. The whole brotherhood aspect of it I feel like it made the players soft, especially Keanu Neal talking about y'all don't even understand. Shut up, Keanu.
Right. We understand. You ain't been playing. You can't stay healthy, so you ain't getting no.
Exactly.
So, guys, y'all know Dan Quinn better than a lot of people. Jim Schwartz, this guy who just entered our chat, is currently hated by everybody in Philadelphia right now for his just ridiculous play calling. Mind you, Jim Schwartz had it before in the past, but now he's acting. I'm telling you, everybody's acting up. Mind you, Rick, let me paint a little picture for you. You know what we're working with on the Eagles. Our defense should be way better than what we are. We got, yes, and I think we lost so much when we lost Malcolm Jenkins because Malcolm Jenkins Malcolm Jenkins not only yes, he's old and declining physical wise, but Malcolm Jenkins was the guy that was on the bench, hyping everybody up, keeping everybody motivated and elevated throughout the game. He's that guy that was running up and down the bench, feeling this, whatever. On the field, Rick, he was a field general. He was saying, Jalen Mills, get over here, telling everybody where to go, directing everybody. It's no coincidence we won our Super Bowl with Malcolm Jenkins. And now that Malcolm Jenkins is gone, our defense is looking so questionable. I think we're missing his leadership because we had the same defensive coordinator. Mind you, we got Darius Slay. Now, Darius Slay never gave me real leader vibes. You know what I mean? Jalen Mills, who a lot of people kind of hate on because he gets hurt and whatever. He's playing a new position. He played safety at LSU. But I'm just saying, we got talented pieces. You know, our defensive line, we have so much talent on our defensive line, Rick. We got talented people in the secondary. Should we get Dan Quinn is what I'm saying to piece everything together. Do you think Dan Quinn has a future as a defensive coordinator?
I think he definitely has a chance to go back in his role as a defensive coordinator, but he also needs to have that team player that's a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like he.
So when he was with the Legion of Boom, it was about 6 leaders out there. I mean, they all was dogs.
Exactly. Like you can't tell me Richard Sherman wasn't out here yelling at everybody. Like he was out there yelling at everybody. Cam Chancellor's right behind him. So if you can get Dan Quinn, that leader on the defense, that can literally tell everyone to just shut up and play, because he's not gonna tell his players that. So if you can get a player to literally be that person, and maybe it isn't Darius Slay, just because Philly's new to him. He's spent all that time.
Even in great player, awesome. But even with the Lions, Darius never gave me like big energy. Like he always just like, I'm showing up to work. He was great. He worked at it, but he never gave me like he wanted more. You know what I mean?
So I feel like you said, it's probably gonna have to be somebody on that D line, because you're like the depth. I wish the Falcons had that. that D line is so stacked. Like someone on that D line has to just, you know what I'm saying, just has to come out and just do it to everybody. Like that's where you should find your leadership at, because that's where your potential, your money, and your stars are at. Like it's on the D line. So if he can bully ball somebody into being the leader on there, then y'all should be straight and getting Dan Quinn as a defensive coordinator.
So yes, check out Philly. He be feeling himself, as y'all can tell. Simone, besides the D line and Slay, who you has it did great lately. I got no time. Jim, let me tell you something. I do agree. I'm a little bit disappointed in Roby Coleman. I thought I was going to get way more big boy energy from him. Philly Talk Podcast, yo, what's up? Make sure y'all check out Philly Talk Podcast. He be on there breaking it down. And I appreciate Philly Talk Podcast because he keep it real. He don't just be saying what y'all want to hear all the time. He keep it real. You know what I mean? Like he gonna call a spade, and I appreciate that, because you know a lot of y'all just want to be told fairy tales. Okay? But Philly Talk Podcast, he keeps it 100,000. Make sure y'all check him out on Twitter too, because he be coming with tweets. The Eagles have either been bad at drafting DBs or Dylan. Don't feel bad because Filthy was just talking. He's a boy. Because Filthy was just in y'all's position before 2017. Don't trust him because you be talking about the Falcons too ready. Don't act like you did. Everyone was wrong on DK. He was picked at the end of the second round. He would have been the first round pick. Everyone knew how he was going to be. That's why they get paid the big bucks. The scouts do money. That's why they just not learn. Who is defensive player of the year to y'all? I think Marlon Humphrey this season with the coverage and turnover people.
No cap.
Yep, I'll be cool with that.
He's acting like it.
Yeah, I haven't been able to watch other games besides the Falcons. But yeah, Marlon Humphrey has one guy that I've keyed in on that has been, doing a great job for the Ravens and really being true to that defense.
If it's not Marlon Humphreys, then shoot, it's at least 3 players on the Steelers defense.
Oh, that's
Mike
Hilton. Mike Hilton.
Maybe Mike Hilton.
Look, right.
Look, because TJ Watt is, oh my God, and then Bud Dupree on the other side. It's like you got to pick a quarterback. That's why Baker Mayfield last game had such a bad game, because you can't tell where it's going to come from. It's either Cameron Hayward up the middle, or TJ Watt on the right side, or Bud Dupree on the left side, or you drop back, you throw it back as Minkah Fitzpatrick. So I would fear playing 2 games against a team like a defense like that. You know what I'm saying?
That defense is savage.
And so if it's not Marlon Humphreys, I'll give it to TJ Watt.
So he said Eagles need to call the Vikings and see if they down to give up Barr or Eric Kendricks. Yes, the Vikings might as well. Every Vikings player right now might as well just be tapped into their phone, putting up a job poster, saying, "Come get me."
Every Vikings player also needs to go ahead and just have an emergency bag pack.
Right.
Go ahead and get one step out the way. Tell the family and kids, don't get too comfortable. Don't buy nothing else to do.
Right. Tell everybody player literally just to be calling their landlord, see if they get out their lease.
Exactly.
Because they might not be in Minnesota. Sir Him said, "What's the likelihood of Atlanta trade people?" They already said
slim.
They said slim to none. What is that noise? Is that you?
No.
No, I don't know what that is.
I can get on what happens with Utah.
You can hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
I love it.
I'm not trying to tap into my stream, y'all.
It's an FBI agent.
Right.
Not him saying he heard Julio might be going to the pack.
That wouldn't be a bad situation for him.
Yeah.
Only if they keep Cam. If they don't keep Cam, there's no point in him going.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, but $14 million per season from the Eagles' top 5 safety money at 32. Then he signed with the Saints for $8 million. I just don't know what was going behind the scenes in that money talk, because the fact that he was willing to take less for the Saints, why couldn't we get that deal done? We probably wasn't giving him the respect he deserved. I'm saying, like, ring. That's true. Sound like somebody hitting the mic. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's the Russians, y'all. They tapped in. Devin Bush being out now is going to hurt Pittsburgh.
It is. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt Devin Bush more than it's gonna hurt Pittsburgh, because
that's a fact. Their defense has so much depth. That's what somebody in them.
I couldn't even tell you maybe Devin Bush is gonna have an off year or whatever, but really their whole defense picked it up he didn't just leave.
Seahawks, if y'all have money, y'all need to be finding some pass rush. Okay. Pete might have to come out of pocket.
Yeah.
Not Pete might have to come out of pocket.
Because what do you need another receiver for, though?
They don't. The Seahawks have been putting up plenty of years. Russ been cooking with what he got all the ingredients that he needs. So they need to go for defense, not any more offense.
If you could get a pass off in Pittsburgh, you have a chance with the pressure is relentless.
That's a fact.
They have every blitz package imaginable. They send the cornerback, the safety, the linebacker. The ends and D tackles already pass rushing. So
Vikings got robbed. If anybody's talking about that trade, boy, we were just talking. Let me refresh.
I'm in this thing, y'all. I'm gonna take her show. Nah, I'm just kidding. I can't take her show.
Is it still here? Is it still clicking? All right, guys. We don't know what's going on. Get out of here soon. I don't need the Russian sap there. Why do we need a pass rush to stop our offense? Defense wins championships. You know that. We know what y'all championships. What did y'all have? Defense.
So y'all wanted to come down. So say like this. If Seahawks get to the Super Bowl, say Kansas City, whatever. Y'all just go and shoot out, and whoever get the ball last wins, they want to take that chance, or do y'all want to have a defense that might be worse?
Because y'all was in the shootout with y'all was in the shootout with who else were they in the shootout with? Were they in the shootout with y'all?
I mean, the game really changed when y'all got that fourth down play. But before then, we were really in the game.
9-9 is a lucky guy. I don't know what that means, Jim. But yeah, this
I know what that means.
What?
Easy, Dylan. Calm down.
I don't get it.
I'll take it.
It's your shirt, Dylan. 29.
Easy.
Hot take here. Eagles win 37-12. Carson 3 touchdown pass. Jalen Hurst rushing touchdown. Daniel Jones fumbled twice. He's talking about Thursday Night Football.
Carson Wentz 3 touchdown passes.
We playing against the Giants, though. Come on now, Rick. That's a little shred of percent.
3 touchdowns, 37 points. Have they ever scored? When did they score 37 points this year?
Mind you, he's not even saying it. He's not even being biased. You can see that.
But and then too, Rick, they did score. What was I about to say? I lost my train of thought. Eagles did just score. How much did y'all score?
20. We put up
29
against the Ravens. We put up 27 against the Steelers. We could put up 37 against the Giants. All right, guys. This is tricky, though. I got anxiety. I can't do this. He said I wasn't being disrespectful. My bad, bro.
It's all good.
So, Rick, thank you so much for joining us today. We tried to get Rick on y'all 100 times.
Appreciate you, brother, man.
Like he's busy.
Busy life, man. You already know. I gotta stay busy in these times. But yeah, thank you guys so much for having me on here.
We're gonna make sure we get you back on, Rick. We're trying to do Thursdays at 2. We're trying to be consistent.
You know how that go.
So we're gonna hit you up Thursdays to do.
Hopefully we talk about some juicy trades that we have, maybe
right.
Dez Bryant being on the Ravens or something like that.
So he said, how many sacks does Yannick get versus Pittsburgh until he's reunited? They be coming with the questions, Rick. We just have to cut it off. Oh, I gotta say, what's up, Monica? Sorry you came late, girl. I know you hear the clicking. We're gonna have to sign off. But we're gonna be shooting on some videos today, so make sure you stay tuned. But just sub and notifications are on. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, we're gonna have to get out of here. Any last words, Rick? Anything?
Go Falcons. I mean, shoot.
Hey, there we go. Go Falcons.
Also,
we good.
Go Clemson Tigers. You already know we coming for another ring in this thing. You already know ain't nothing to it but to do it.
I know you see the NC back there.
Here you go.
We ain't worried about none of that. We ain't worried about none of that.
All right, guys. See you later. Bye.